Do you guys know what a chest thumper is? I do have a point to this, but have you guys heard that term before? Well, it's someone who is maybe insecure about something, or maybe does not have a certain quality, but he wants to have that certain quality, so he overcompensates for it. So if they say that they're smart, they're probably pretty dumb. If someone says that they're rich, they probably don't have a pot to piss in. If a dude says that he's alpha, you know he's a beta. Okay, that's a little bit harsh, but movies kind of have the same feeling to me sometimes. When movies feel like they might be a bit more important than they actually are, or smarter for that matter, instead of the movie just making a smart movie, like we'll get it, right? The movie feels the need to tell us how important the movie we're watching is, how smart the writers are. This almost never works, ever. So the themes of this new movie, The Exorcist Believer. Faith. No matter what religion it is, it's powerful. You have this undying belief in something. That's powerful. Community is important. Yes, people go to church every single Sunday, not just to worship God, but to come together as a community. The togetherness is powerful. And what really is evil? Evil is making people give up. Love and hope and dreams means even though bad things happen to us in this world, we carry on, we persevere. Those are the themes of the movie. You know how I know that? Because the movie just told me what they were. These are fine themes. Totally fine themes. I have no problem with these being the themes of the movie. But like, yeah, we're not stupid. We get it. The film feels the need just to simply tell us. And when did The Exorcist become this Hallmark preachy show? Let's talk about the movie. Exorcist Believer. Hey guys, my name is Brandon, aka the BrandoCritic. Thank you guys so much for being with me today. I really do appreciate it. And on this channel, I just want to cut through all the BS of toxic fandom and gatekeeping and needless politics and just tell you guys my honest opinion. What did I think of the movie? But let me know, guys, what is your opinion on The Exorcist Believer? This movie's getting destroyed online, and I can totally see why. And a big thank you to today's sponsor, Into the AM. I'm a 6'8" man, and it's almost impossible to find shirts that fit me. Into the AMs not only look cool, they feel good, and they fit. So if you are a bigger person, not a bad place to go. Discount down below. So, let's get started. David Gordon Green is our director, and he did the most recent Halloween trilogy. That makes a lot of sense when you watch this movie, right? But he also did Stronger, Our Brand is Crisis, and Pineapple Express. Bit all over the place, hey? Leslie Odom Jr. and Dowd, and of course the returning Ellen Burstyn. Burstyn, you know who I'm talking about. And the story is that these two girls do some sort of ritual to talk to the dead. Of course, they get possessed and they need an exorcism. It's a very standard Exorcist possession movie plot. So what did I think of this movie? Well, I gave you a lot of my opinions already with the whole chest thumping analogy, but what sucks about this is that I was really enjoying it. For the first 35 minutes, I'm going, okay, well, this is just another Exorcist movie. Of course, it's never gonna live up to the original. Most movies just can't nowadays, right? Especially because that movie was just so groundbreaking. But regardless, I was really enjoying it. Starts off in Haiti. I'm like, okay, there's some similarities here. First one starts off with Iraq. This one with Haiti. You see the close-up of the dogs fighting, right? Like, it's reminiscent of the original, but it's kind of a new culture, new religion, new demon, all that kind of stuff. And I'm totally fine with that. You know, I'm okay with having the same plot, but a little bit of a different flavor. Totally fine. And Leslie Odom Jr., I'm going to say Odom, it might be Autumn, but whatever. I really liked him in the movie. He was charismatic. He had leading man charisma. He was very good in this movie, and I could totally watch a movie with his storyline because his relationship with his daughter, excellent. I'm like, okay, we have a simple relationship, father-daughter. Okay, we're on board. And then the plot basically plays out just like the first movie. And I was, I'll be honest, I knew that the pop-ups were coming, so for a lot of the time I was like closing my eyes or like plugging my ears and kind of going like, oh, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. And we were in the AVX theater in Cineplex. It was just a booming theater. No one was in it though. Just like 6 people. Ouch. But like, I knew that the pop-up was gonna happen, so I'm like, oh, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. I was on the edge of my seat, right? And I was feeling pretty scared. So, you know, it was working. And then there's a point in this movie where it all falls downhill. So of course, the doctors are looking into them. We don't know what's wrong. We don't know how to fix them. Maybe we should try exorcism. Hey, did you see this woman? Character Chris MacNeil wrote a book about the experiences of the first movie. We should go talk to her. Okay, we bring it in, we hear the music. Oh, okay, this is kind of a, bringing in the legacy sequel kind of deal. Totally get it. Love it. She's gonna help. And lately, over the last, I'm gonna say 10, 15 years, we've seen a lot of legacy sequels, of course. Top Gun, Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Terminator, Creed, Tron, literally, Matrix, and close to this movie, Halloween. Totally fine with doing legacy sequels. Indiana Jones, I guess you could say, kinda. I'm totally fine with that. But you gotta respect the source material. And something happens in this movie, and I won't spoil it, although, like, don't go see this movie. Ellen Bernstein's character does something completely out of character. I'm going, this goes against everything that you stand for, and something bad happens to her. And I feel like it just spat in the face of the franchise that you are just profiting off of. It was so insulting. And I'm not a really big Exorcist guy, you know what I mean? Like, I really love the first movie, haven't seen the sequels yet, so again, I don't know how those stack up to this one. I'm gonna watch them eventually, okay? But that's where I just, the movie really fell apart at that point. I wasn't even scared anymore. I'm like, nothing can scare me in this movie, because I felt like, yeah, this writer is a hack. This writer is just trying to cash in on the name. And I understand that that's why we have so many sequels, because of course the IP, the marketing's already done for you, you know what I mean? Because the problems just started to arise one after the other. The characters in this movie, except for, you know, our main two, like, oh, so terrible. There are too many with no depth, and the ones that do get any kind of depth are just stupid. Like, we have this neighbor, and the first time that we see her, she's going, hey buddy, your daughter didn't take your goddamn trash cans off again. Like, you gotta take it out. I'm going, oh boy, okay, this is like, is this like the religious nut job kind of character in these movies? Like, just kind of that get off my lawn type of character? Okay, we don't see them for a long time. And the next time that we see them, they're like, I really care about your daughter. I used to be a nun, and I think that God put me here to help your daughter. What? You were just acting like a earlier. Ugh. What? Okay. And the parents, you know, there's two girls that get possessed in this movie, and the parents of the other one, the White family, I haven't met parents dealing with possessed daughters, so who knows, but it just felt like, yeah, this guy just is a hack. That's how I felt. And then just everything else felt like a watered down version of the original. A lot of, well, we have to have this in there because, of course, it was in the original. The head turning, the eyes, the puking, the whatever. And the final exorcism, it's just a show. You have all of these random characters who we don't know, we don't care about, just spewing random stuff. There's no planning, there's no, you know, build up, there's no proper execution, there's just a bunch of random people spewing just nonsense. And I'm like, that is the perfect allegory for this movie. You have an idea? Just throw it in there. Why not? And again, like the main storyline, like the Leslie Odom Jr., his storyline was totally fine. Simple. I could get behind it, no problem. But they just gotta add all this dumb extra in there. And yeah, so does this movie suck? Is it worth a watch? Oh, it sucks, all right. This movie's a 1 out of 5. And when I walked out of the theater, I will admit, I'm like, maybe I can give that movie a 2. But the more I think about it, the more I hate it. And I do not want to see this movie again. And I don't want to talk about this movie again. So there you have it. That's my review for Exorcist Believer. If you want to join the Brando Movie Club, where we watch a movie every single month, kind of like a book club, then click the link to Patreon down below. And of course, if you want to see more videos just like this one, then hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.